dirty kids.
Nerd, hey, look at that.
Yeah. I'll let you drink the monster. We haven't had the monster in. Welcome to another episode of Nerd Out. I am Randy and this is Brian. See, it wasn't even that long. Yeah, since you would come back and visit. This is basically, I guess it's almost like a part 2, right?
Follow up.
You
know, second time around on the mold. Further thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. So, we both got Rand or Ray. What do you call it? I call it Rand.
I call it Rand too.
I mean, definitely. But it's the Riobot, and like the original Scott came out
like a week
before.
A
week before, and that was delayed. So I mean,
sort of shady how quickly they both came out makes me doubt we're gonna get Fugue in yellow.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Is like I really do think that. My thought, and I have no facts to base this on, is I think that they're done. I think this is it. I think they're like,
I don't know why I think that either, because you would think getting them out that close together would be a good time, but something feels weird about it, and I don't know what. Maybe it's because they say discontinued.
Discontinued,
That's
yeah,
freaky.
yeah. I mean, these I've talked to many people through like social media, and they're telling me that they pre-ordered these through like Big Bad Toy Store and in other places, and they've gotten their orders canceled. Like they ordered them and they just they can't fill them. So if you go on eBay right now, these things are like fetching like $350 to $400, which is insane. Right?
I would sell mine for that in a second.
Would you?
If someone offered me $7 for the set, I'd be like, here you go.
Well, here's the thing.
I'd pull the bagels back out.
Really? Here's my thought. I would agree with you if I know for sure that they're not coming out with Rook or Lancer. But if they said that they're coming out with Rook and Lancer, I don't.
It would escalate these,
dude,
into like top, like into royalty.
Yes.
But if this is just all we get, it's sort of like then they're done that sort of.
I know, because I mean, with the Beagles, the same story. Like we got Scott and Rand, and then boom, done. And then same with the Mega House. Actually, Mega House actually brought up the Lancer.
And then CMs did everything.
Yeah, CM did everything. It was just that we really didn't dig them, right? I mean, they weren't quite...
They weren't fun. They were hard to get, and they were expensive. Like
they're expensive now, too.
Yeah, but they were expensive, like really.
Yes.
I think they were the same price as these, like clothes, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, and they were. Well, I would say they're a little less, but they were quite literally a 4-inch toy, like cycle, and like.
How much were they though? You had. Like 150, right?
I don't think it was 150. I think they're closer to about $100 a piece, but $100 a piece for a 4-inch figure, and also this is a decade ago.
Yeah,
it was pretty like whoa. I don't know if I can buy into this. I did get one, but I regret I didn't get them all because I do want to Rook.
You were hard on it. I remember asking you about it, and you were hard on it. But so were a lot of people. It looked frustrating. Yes. It was too small.
And it came out at the same time as the Mega Houses. The Mega Houses were about $50, and they look good.
Yeah.
They don't stay together, but they look good.
Yeah, I actually liked that toy a lot.
Me too.
I mean, I still like that toy a lot. And it's like, this is good. It's just like, if they would have done, like, Yellow or Rook before, I would have been so much more accepting of it. But when you get two almost identical toys back to back, like I can't help but be a little hard on it. I don't know, you know.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, the differences on this are the pants are blue.
Yeah.
And then different gun
and less markings.
And
which is accurate.
Yeah. If they would have come out with Scott, Rook, Rand, Lancer, I think everyone would have been all in. With that said, the big question is does Rand improve on the issues that Scott had?
Not for me.
No, not for you?
Mine is worse, actually.
Mine is better, but I have to imagine that this is like item by item issues. Like, what are your issues with Scott, and then what are your issues with Rand?
My issues with Scott are rather minimal. Just the shoulder pads pop
That's
off.
it? What about your head? My Scott head was terrible, and is terrible.
Does it pop up, or does it just not pop?
It doesn't pop in, and then therefore pops off. Like, it doesn't hold it. Like, it does not quite... Like, it's a ball joint, and the head just doesn't quite go around the ball joint. Like, you kind of have to, like, push it tight enough where you can kind of have it stay, if that makes sense.
I think mine's okay, actually. Okay. I mean, it doesn't pop, but there's enough friction to hold it on.
I think that's where mine is. And then also,
But my bike falls apart.
Really?
Like, the chest armor, it's on ball joints, and it just pops. The ball joint comes out.
see, my Scott, the side armor.
Mine does that too. I forgot the knee thing.
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
yeah, mine does.
But here's my only issues with Rand. Actually, I will say that my experience with Rand has been 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more pleasant. The only problem here is these pop off a lot. The what do you call them? Like the
See, my Scott does that.
Oh,
my
okay.
Rand doesn't do that.
See, my Rand does it. My Scott doesn't do it. And then also the head is better, which is huge because the head popping off was a big issue. And then other than that, to be honest with you, my Rand is pretty solid. Like, it has made me like this mold better, but the shoulders pop off. I still don't like the lines on the faceplate, even though I have gotten used to it. What do you call it? The visor.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know what they were going
Well,
for.
many people explained that there was this book. It was like The World of Mospeada. Have you heard of it? And
The
it's
art book?
Yeah, the art
Yeah.
book. And basically, it's based off of, and I don't know the artist's name, but I guess it was his concept sketches, and that's where it came from. And great, like, that's great. I think
Leave it
aesthetically, it's not as pleasing.
Yeah. And I wish we had the wrist launcher.
The wrist launcher.
You know, like how the first time Scott ever put the armor on, he blasted an invid. He's like, "See you later."
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he had like a thing. It was like he had he has the wrist launchers, but it was like the scope that popped up out of his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
That.
Yeah, that would be like added complication.
But yeah, that would mess this thing
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I do dig Rand's gun, but for some reason I have it. Is there supposed to be another way to like adjust it? Like, that's not it, right?
I think that is.
For some reason I remember it looking different. Does something pop off? No.
I don't know. Man. I don't think so.
Oh wow. The Rand. Another difference is obviously he's got Rand's head, and it looks fine. For some reason, like, the eyes almost look like they were completely just like scanned on. Like, they don't even have like the sculpting of a hole. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're flat.
They're flat.
They're flat. Yeah.
Not a deal breaker.
Somebody's got to side kill this.
Sight. Oh man, I never. Yeah, but who could spend
Gonna
that?
ball up and spend $300 now to paint it. Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of
they could do
people.
Lancer pretty easily from this, right?
I hope so. I hope easy enough. I have $400 invested.
I know.
And I want to give him 8. I want to give him 4 more and be done and be happy.
Rook, on the other hand, will be essentially they have to sculpt a whole new figure. Whereas Lancer, they just have to kind of put those like cool blades on.
I think
right?
Lancer is a lot closer to Rook.
Really?
Than he is to these
oh,
guys.
because he was a little bit more feminine.
Well, yeah, and the armor's newer. Like, these are old.
Oh, okay, really?
In the
Really?
mythology, yeah, these are old. Like Lancer has newer armor.
Mhm.
And Rook's is newer, too.
One thing I did, again, with Rand came out way too close to the Scott.
Yeah.
Now, I think they did it obviously because they were already behind on Scott for like 2 months. But it was too close. Like, I was like, you're like, I got a shipping notice. And I'm like, look at my email. I got a shipping notice. And I'm like, Jesus
And
Christ.
I didn't even properly bust in the Scott.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I guess that's sort of cool. In some ways, it's good. As long as it's a good sign that they're going to make more.
I don't think it is, though, man. I
don't know why I don't either.
I know. I'll tell you, the Rand has made me appreciate this more. One, because they just look together. Like, together.
Yeah.
Like, 2 is
It's
better
got
than
presence,
1.
yeah.
Absolutely. One of the issues I did notice, and tell me if you notice this too. The Cyclone mode, the combined mode, he's actually doesn't even seem as tall as just the figure on its own. Did you notice that?
Well, I think he looks squattier because he doesn't stand up straight.
Mhm. Ah.
So, yeah. But, I mean...
I was taking pictures of it, and it really kind of bothered me because my whole
That's all
thought...
you got. I mean...
Oh, shit! That's a big difference.
Oh, you didn't
I
do
didn't
it?
do that.
Yeah.
You gotta pull out the legs.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, that's a big
Oh,
one.
man. I took a million pictures. Like, I'm not going to lie. All the pictures I took for this video, I didn't extend the legs, and I'm not going back to take new pictures.
That's all right.
Holy shit, that's a huge thing. Oh, I want to kick myself.
Americans would purposely include errors into the pattern work intentionally.
What do you mean? What?
They would, like, Native American tapestries and
Mhm.
stuff. purposely would have, like, they would purposely break the pattern to make it look like an accident, even though it wasn't.
I'm so confused.
They did in their artwork, yeah.
Oh.
And they did it because they believed that no one in our realm could do anything perfect. So, just say you did it to show that no pictures.
All right. I'll go with that.
Natives did it.
You also, oh, I didn't do this. You also discovered, and I didn't realize it either, that
It's too hard.
These parts bend.
Yeah.
You think it's too hard?
I think it's hard, man.
Why?
I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
Now, so, okay, now that we have these two, we don't know that we're going to get the other two. Do you classify these as the best ones we currently have? Like, I guess
Maybe aesthetically, but the Beagle's a nicer toy.
You really think so?
I think so. Yeah, it's just
the Beagles, the cloth, the destruction of the cloth is enough to make me hate it. If that makes sense, like.
How you like that?
Yeah, but this has a cloth too.
I know, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as bad. Does it?
We'll find out.
That's the thing, is we'll find out. I was playing with this last night, and one thing I did decide or determine on my own, like no basis behind it, is the fact that I think that we will not see another ride armor for at least 10 to 15 years. I don't think so. Do you think that anyone will tackle this again?
I don't know. I mean, it's gotta be
Expensive?
Yeah, I mean, this little guy's $200 fucking dollars.
Right, and I can't imagine that they're making I have a feeling that they probably paid a lot in production costs. Like, there's a lot of parts going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of paint, a lot of like.
Very nice paint, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, they did a really nice. I'm too hard on this thing. It is really nice.
You know why we're so hard on it? Or at least I'll say why I'm so hard on it. Is because these ball joints. Like, if they would have just gone through the QC one more round and just tightened up all the ball joints, which seems like a reasonable thing to do, this toy could have been a very enjoyable toy. Where as it stands
But
now,
I don't think that's QC. I think
What
that's
do you call-
another pass on the design.
yeah.
Like, they'd have to, like, change the tolerance. Like, QC is usually it's assembled. Like, shit,
Oh.
you gotta go tighten stuff up.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think some of the ball joints, like, the balls need to be bigger. I mean, who doesn't
Yeah,
need bigger
yeah.
balls? But
We all need bigger
but,
balls.
but this does need bigger balls
Yeah,
to,
it does.
to stay tight, I think.
Except for on the head. The head needs a smaller ball.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I will say, like, for all the bitching out there for this thing really is like I'd say it's a piece of art. Like,
I
as
think
far
so,
as
yeah.
it is beautiful. Like I said, I'm willing to give them another $400 for the other two.
I would in a second.
Absolutely. Like, as soon as the pre-orders come, I say go for it. The problem is in order to get this guy now, I mean, that's crazy. Like, they're selling, like, you can't find one cheaper for $350.
And especially because the scale is almost like a standard now.
Yeah.
For other things, I mean, you can put them with your Marvel Legends. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's in scale. That's sort of sweet.
I mean, you could put this with any modern toy. I can't believe I didn't pull the legs out. Like, I really, like, I spent, like, all night, like, just photographing and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is pissing me off. It's so short, and it's all because I didn't
I
pull
missed the
legs
half
out.
circle on the Gaggin. Remember, you pull the leg and the half circles would pop out on the side?
Yes. Oh, wow, yeah. See this head? Look, it's not even clipping in. On another note, are we allowed to divert into another subject? There was a Japanese hobby show.
Which one?
The one where they showed all that.
Was that there was or there is?
No, I think it
Because
just
there
ended.
is too.
Okay. Well, they revealed the Megatron Beast Wars.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we'll start there.
I'm talking about a total
All right.
like small guy. Totally
Okay.
different. Okay.
We
Yeah, I
gotta
know what
talk
you're
about this. All right.
Yeah.
The Megatron Beast Wars, to me, looks spectacular. I think you even like it, even though you hate Beast Wars.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If I'm super desperate, it's a Megatron, so I can justify it.
But plus, like, the fact that it's a dinosaur, doesn't that work better for
A little
you?
bit. It's a little better, but he's not a robotic dinosaur, you know?
Oh, okay, so that's still an issue.
He still turns into an organic, like, people.
What do you think that thing costs? $200?
I would guess.
I would
seems
say
to be the sweet spot for Transformers.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, it's taller than the Dinobot, but it certainly isn't as complex looking. Like, it does look like it's less parts, which I think is a good thing. In addition to that, we saw many other things, including, we'll go one by one, the Diaclone Sunstreaker repaint. Did you?
Yeah, I think that looks pretty sweet.
That's what I want to see. Like, that Diaclone head, all the lines. Did you notice all the details in the stuff? Like, that 100%.
I just like anything looks good in white.
You think so?
Black and white are
I think you're right.
two sweet colors
I
for
think you're right.
robots.
I think for anything, like cars, you can't go wrong with a black and white car.
And you don't like the bad cube sideswipe.
I do not think I like it. I think the waist looks way narrow. Like, it doesn't look like...
I like that about it.
All right, what about the crotch? Like,
crotch is weird because it's like this tall. It's like it's got like that tall, and it. But I like the way it's like it. I like his silhouette more.
You do.
Yeah.
It's more animated, right?
I don't know. It's more lanky to me. It
But
looks
who-
lanky and like longer.
Who's buying it though? Like Sideswipe was like the beginning of the masterpiece. So now who's going back to buy that? Like,
That's like people that are maybe starting fresh.
but you can
maybe-
still get I mean, I think that's a reasonable guess. But like, you can still get a Sideswipe for like $80 or less.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not gonna get it. But
you're not.
I don't think
you
so.
were making it sound
mean,
like you were like on the edge.
if I were at a show and I saw it, I'd get it. But it's
okay,
like
so like if we're at TFCon in Chicago,
yeah, it's like Meteor. I mean, I wouldn't have
I
ordered
see.
that, but I saw it, I'm like, oh man, that's cool,
That's
and it is cool. But it's sort of like
you know what confirmed that I didn't like that Sideswipe based on the pictures is seeing the pictures of the Red Alert. For some reason, those colors brought out what I don't like about that mold, and I'm not sure that I can quite place it. Other than I think the crotch and the chest looks more narrow.
And at what point do you say the one you have is good enough?
Absolutely.
Like I don't really care.
I don't really care either. Like, that's a very good point, and that brings to the next thing is like, Takara just seriously like stuck a. I don't know. Give me a good analogy for what they did with that Megatron and the Shockwave. They just like
they prison
they
raped
kicked
you.
me in the nuts.
Yeah, that's prison rape right there. Like
How can they do that? Like, how can they like? All right, for anyone who doesn't know, Takara Tomy announced that they're doing a laser wave or shockwave.
That's actually purple.
That's purple.
Yeah.
And that's like, go back to whatever episode where we reviewed that, and I just shit on that thing, like piled it on over and over.
They should at least offer you a buyback.
A buyback.
program where at least they give you a discount if it's your second one or something. Because I mean
That's
like,
a kick in the nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, for new people, I'm not into the animated thing. For old school people, you know how I feel about the animated. Like, I don't want that animated look. Like, I would trade mine in, but now that one's gonna be worthless, right?
I don't know, because I mean, I think there's some people that
I do
don't
too.
give a shit. There's some people that prefer the anim. I mean, they're redoing
That's
all the
true.
old cars animated.
That's true.
So, who knows? They should just they should release both
At
right
the same
away
time and let you
pick.
choose. Yeah, absolutely. The Megatron also, I think I like the new Megatron
Yeah,
more.
I do too.
Except for
give it a shot.
I actually might get the Megatron, but I actually think I like
It doesn't feel as cheap to me, as cheap a move to me.
because it's got a different head.
It's
I agree with
different,
you.
and it's like,
You're a bigger Megatron fan.
yeah, just whatever. It's different enough that it doesn't make the other one obsolete.
I agree. Plus, I think the other one was already a good balance of like both the cartoon and the toy. Whereas the Shockwave was straight up like, hey, it's only like this is only for an animated guy. And but the thing is do I get what are those gonna cost? $200?
The Megatron or the Shockwave?
Both. What do you think they'll be different?
The Megatron is going to be a tough buy. Because you can already
I
buy
know.
that Megatron
Knock
Exact
off.
and KO one
I
for like
know.
$90. So God bless you guys that are loyal to Takara.
Yeah.
I'm paying my Takara tax. I'm getting it. I'm just going to do it. And I know, like, fiscally it's stupid, but I don't care.
You do what you gotta do. I think I'm gonna skip them both, but I'm not gonna lie. We all know what happens when that pre-order pops up. Like, I can't make any promises, people. I can bitch all I want, but I can't promise you that I'm not gonna pull the trigger. And speaking of pulling the trigger, another thing that's like a real
that shockwave is as underwhelming whatever color it
I
is,
know,
though.
I know.
Like, if they wanted, like, 150 for that, are you... Fuck you.
I know. I didn't really like that mold.
Yeah, you never liked it.
No, I didn't.
thought it was okay. I was lukewarm on it, but I wouldn't buy it again.
I know, but like that deeper, darker purple, like I would rather have that than the one I have. It's just that I don't know that I'm willing to have two of them, and I don't think that anyone will give me $100 for the one that I currently have. I don't think. I think it just kind of makes it obsolete. Yeah. But you're right. Like
Lucky you won it in a bet, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Actually,
so
that should be all the more
there,
reason
now you
why.
can get
Yeah. But also on top of that, like, man, they showed like some pretty sweet Diaclone stuff. I'm super excited, but like I don't know how to like do Diaclone. Like, it is so expensive to collect that line. And I'll say it right now, there's a lot of knockoffs on those Diaclones coming out. I just can't support that. Is that me being I mean, that's me being honest, I suppose, but like I don't want to come off like a hypocrite, or I don't want to come off judgy. But like I just can't get behind someone knocking those off. Why is that any different to me than
I don't know, because my thing on a knockoff is if they knock it off to screw over collector,
Right.
like on a toy that's from the 70s and people are charging thousands of dollars for it,
Right.
then fine, get the knockoff. That's okay. But if it's something that you're screwing the manufacturer
Right.
over, no, man, that's shitty. It's
I
like if
agree.
you like the toy and you want to support the line, then
Support it.
Support it.
Mhm.
Like, knockoffs were... That was if you couldn't get the toy. It was unavailable, and you got stuck with the knockoff.
Yeah,
or, like,
yeah.
you have to settle for a knockoff. But if it's just a couple bucks, buy the real one,
Buy the real one. The problem is those Diaclones, like,
But they're like half price.
they're like,
aren't they?
yeah, dude, like, I love the Diaclones, but like, those little mechs, like, by the time they come to me, they're $40 a pop.
Yeah, that's...
But the thing is I love them, and like that, but like every time I get a new one, I'm like, I'm back in, and then a new one comes out or some sort of repaint, and then I'm like, how can I stay in? Like it's
Just give them the money and just forget it.
yeah.
That's what I do.
See, what I think I'm gonna do. No, it's smart. Like I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna like make a list of Diaclone. Actually, a list was sent to me. Thank you. I think it was Brian Brink. Thank you for that list. And I think I'm gonna bring that to Chicago TFCon and just like bring like
Fulfill it?
Yeah, bring like $1,000 and just go to town. I mean, is that the way to go? I mean, kind of just do it all in one swipe.
Maybe if one guy has it all, I'll give you a deal.
Yeah. No one's giving deals on those though. Those like I've looked back and like I can't find good deals on those at all. And that's like,
why are they so much?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I imagine that a lot went into the whole like design process of that. But like,
they're not complex engineering. I
Well-
mean, they're cool and they're nice.
I think individually they aren't, but I think in order to construct the whole world, I think they probably had to pre-plan it. I could be right. I'm wrong. I mean, I think you're a little bit more engineer-minded than I am. I don't know. It's tough. Like that's okay.
Now
So-
I want the big dude.
The big dude.
Put it on a
I don't
big
even know
dude.
what those are going for. I mean, that's the thing is like, I think I need to display mine better, and then you know, and then
Because you
get
have them on the bottom.
Yeah,
shelf,
that's on
you
it.
know.
Well, here's the thing is the Mezcos are taking all the room, and I don't know what to do about my Mezco collection.
Or are you gonna stick with it, or just get what you like, or like...
The problem is I want to get what I like,
Uh-huh.
but they're kind of pissing me off because they're coming out with so much so quickly, and like it's weird because it seems like they're released in a regional way. Like half the planet is getting like this new Batman, and then the other hand of the planet is like getting you know Harley Quinn or whatever, and it's like their release schedule is so inconsistent.
That's awkward.
I'm trying to convince myself to just back off, but the thing is I do like the way they look together, so it's a tough call. Back to the Cyclone. If you can get one for $200, I recommend it. It has issues though. Like
It's not perfect, but yeah, I mean,
will we ever see another?
never say never.
Never
but
say never.
I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is, if you're a Mospeada guy, get it.
Yeah.
You have to have it. If you're a toy guy, and you're looking for something new, and you got money to spend, and you want something fun, get something fun which isn't this. You know, it's not like.
But I found it fun the second time. Like, does that make sense? Like, it was not fun the first time I transformed it, but it became fun. If things wouldn't pop off it, it's fun.
Yeah, but I mean, It's beautiful.
Mhm.
It's just like, I don't know where you guys are coming from. I mean, like, if I had let's say 200
$200
bucks, I might get a masterpiece transformer that I didn't have, like a bigger one, like say an Ultra Magnet. I don't know where you guys
I
are
understand
at,
what you're saying. Like,
you know,
like this. It's actually.
But if Mospeada is your thing, then hell yeah, you have to get it. I mean, we
course.
got it out of obligation, and I don't feel like bad about it.
I don't feel bad about it.
But if I
either.
just thought, hey, Mospeada, it's pretty cool, I'll try it out. Don't do that, because I think you might be a little let down.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, and I'm going to say this, and I think I said this before, I really do think that this mold or this design needs to be, I think they need to do a non-transforming version, and I know that's sacrilege, but like, honestly, I'm hoping Kit's Concept, because Kit's Concept, I have selected you to be the savior. I have to, because, like, we know Arcadia's not doing it. Toynami's a hunk of junk. So Kit's Concept has so little to base anything on that I have to make them our savior. I have to have hope. It's like buying a lottery ticket. You know you might not win, but it gives you hope. That's not really a good analogy, but you know what I'm saying? So the question is like, isn't it better like if Kit's Concept or whoever just makes a non-transforming?
Or just makes a parts forming one. Like the Gakken was perfect. I mean, the proportions were goofy.
Yeah, they are goofy.
But if you just made the armor not connect through hydraulics,
you'd
free up so much space.
I agree.
To make it fun and make it more posable and dynamic. But I think companies are scared to death of like non-perfect transformation.
I know.
Because the fanboys tear that shit
totally.
up. But in the past they've done it wrong.
Right.
Like I think that Bondi, that VF25 Messiah they made.
Yeah.
They had the 1/100th scale. Like that was.
Okay. Do you have one of those?
No, but I've seen people lose their shit over it, and they did it wrong. And I swear to God, I think to this day people fear that format because of that toy.
I think this can manage a not perfect transformation because it's armor.
Yeah, it's not a
transformer. Right?
Yeah,
it's not a robot in disguise. It's armor. So I think it's justifiable, but it is all opinion. It is one of those things where, like, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If they made a parts former, people are gonna bitch. If they make perfect transformation and it's not articulated, people are gonna bitch. Ultimately, I think personally, as far as options go, if you can find one at 200, this is the best looking Cyclone or armor that you can get. If they do not complete the series, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah. I'm going to genuinely be pissed.
How long do you think it'll take before we know?
I think they have to announce something within 6 months, and that's being very generous with time, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
I would go as far as to say if they don't in 6 months, I'm selling mine.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
I'll take the huge money, especially if they go for a lot of money. I'm like, hey, take it.
I'll sell it if it's 400 plus, but I would not. I'll say this: I wouldn't sell it for 200. Like, I like it for 200. I don't like it for 350. If that makes any sense.
No,
like I buy the, like
but
I said,
they're going for 350 now, aren't they?
they are. Yeah, and I think pretty easily. Like, it's weird because I can't think of the last. You know what the.
No, I like it.
I mean, they made these.
Nice toy.
They made these so hard to get. Yeah, it is a nice toy. It's beautiful. They made them so hard to get, and especially if they are canceling pre-orders. Like, if you pre-ordered this and you got an email that said you no longer can get this, would you freak out?
I'd have a shit attack.
You.
How dare you do that?
I would have a shit attack.
The world is coming down.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that though?
Yes, I'm hearing that they're doing that. I'm hearing they did not manufacture enough to fill orders, which And the thing is it'd be one thing if they said, "Hey, we're gonna fill your order, but you gotta wait a couple months." Like, they're not even getting that; they're just straight up
you're
canceling.
done.
Yeah, you're done. I'd be pissed. So I mean, I guess I'm happy to have the gem. With that said, do you need both of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes! It makes them exponentially better.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
you can get them.
Do you have a preference?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah, me neither. I like Scott Bernard. I always like Scott Bernard better, but my Rand is more fun to play with. Like, I can, and I really like this gun. Why do I feel like the gun does something else than what I've done? Doesn't it have like another shape to it?
I don't know. Maybe
was there
using
another
the bagel? Maybe does that do so? I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, so there you have it. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to talk about Karate Kid real quick? Do you want to do another episode?
Yeah.
Of that?
Oh God, yeah, I'll do a Karate Kid
All right.
episode.
All right. So until next time, nerd
Karate
out.
Kid and Nerd Out. Yeah.
How do you like that?